It's yet day, you flat fuck. Damn, bitch. There's no way in hell you have a solid glute day routine going right now because the way you're looking, you don't look like you know what the fuck you're doing. I'll tell you that right now. But thanks to me, I'll get your shit right. Trust and believe. As long as you're showing up consistently and doing what you gotta do, that gat will get out the door, bro. Like, you will not be able to move because your gat's gonna stop you. Like, you won't fit through any walkway. I would show you the credentials, but I'm not trying to be like, I don't know, that's weird as shit, you know? I'm not gonna show you my ass and be like, these are the credentials. Then watch later in this video and be like, these are my credentials. If you're someone that wants to grow their glutes, I'm gonna show you 3 of my favorite exercises, but not only am I gonna show you, I'm gonna break the movement down. If you never set foot in the gym, you'll know what to do and you won't look like an idiot because I got you. I really do. I'm gonna do a little disclaimer because people think shit gets handed to them easy these days. If you're not consistent, you don't have a routine, which means you're not training glutes at least 2 times a week for a long period of time, a few months, not 2 months, not 3 months, maybe 6 months, you'll start to see some growth. Don't expect to see shit change because it's not easy like that, or else everyone would have the gat, everyone would have their dream body, everyone would be where they want to be, and they'd be fit as fuck, and this world would be a different place. But tough love shit doesn't work like that, so you gotta put in the work to get the results you want, and I'm here to tell you that. I'll always be here to tell you guys that. You already know me. If you don't know me, I'm Taylor. I'm gonna tell you like it is, alright? I want to see you all win, and the only way you're all gonna win and get the body you want, be the person you want to be, is if you put in the fucking work. All right, that's it. There's no way around it. All shortcuts are just going to bring you right back to where you started, all right? The only way is the hard way. The real winners, the real people that put in the work, they do it. They don't look for shortcuts. They don't look for the easy way out. They get up and they do it, all right? So if you want that to be you, follow along with me. Hit the subscribe button and I'll be your best fucking friend, bro. All right, I'll be your gym buddy. I'm gonna show you my favorite 3 because I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna go a whole little Taylor fucking workout. So if you're just starting off in the gym, these 3 things will be great. You do them 2 times a week, I'll get you right. Your ass will literally fall off because it'll be sore AF. Everyone know this is not my car, but I want it to be my car. Hopefully it'll be my car one day. Like, I want to bend so bad. So this is like my manifestation, guys. And hopefully in a couple of years, or like, hopefully sooner than that, because I need a new car ASAP, no Rocky. Hopefully, I'll be able to be like, hey guys, this is my new car. Hey guys, this is my new car. But yeah, anyways, let me chug this shit because I'm yapping too much. Today, it's a gloomy ass day out. Hopefully the gym's empty because I want to, you know, get all the good angles for you guys. And I don't want to get people in my video, bro. I'm too Hollywood for that shit. All jokes, all jokes. I'm excited. I'm so excited to show you guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll never understand how this became your life. I'll say that in every single video. But this shit is like crack for me. Like, it's music to my ears having to go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in 4 days before yesterday. So this is my first leg day really back on the grind. And I'm ready, bro. My pre-workout's about a bus. My whole life's about a bus right now. You guys better take what I give you and apply it to your life because I'll get you guys right. I really will. Trust and believe. If I got me like I got me, imagine if you're one of my clients. Well, my virtual client or whatever, real life client, forget about it. I got you like no other. Like, you're like my child right now. So I'm going to make sure you win because I want to win. So if I want to win, I'm going to make sure the people around me win too. Like, duh. I want the best for everyone. And the only way that I'm going to get it is I become the best myself. All right? So everyone has no choice but to be the best of the best. So fuck yeah. Trust and believe by this time next year, you'll have a little lump in your trunk, motherfucker. Thanks to moi. Ugh, that was like spicy at the end. What the fuck? Now remember, you can only lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, so get the fuck up and let's go. Real ones already know what I'm doing right now. You already know what time it is, time to stretch. You're never too cool to stretch. No matter how long you've been in your fitness journey, if you don't stretch, you're gonna feel it when you're older. So when you can't bend down when you're older, you can't sit down, you can't do anything, don't blame me, blame yourself, because when you were younger, you didn't want to do it. My pre-workout's kicking in, I'm getting ready. And that's really that. I'm gonna do a half dissociation session, a half recording session. So it's a win-win for both of us. A win-win for you guys, because then you'll know what to do to not have a flat gat. And then it's a win for me because I can enjoy my workout and not talk the whole time and explain every little thing. I'm gonna do 2 sets for you and then 2 sets for me. I'll have some time to myself. See, putting myself first. Real ones that get it. Once you're in this fitness journey long enough, you'll see that this is like a therapy session. And it's like a little peace session. It keeps me sane in the head. My sunburn rubbing on this floor is like a nightmare right now. I do want to specify, I really feel the stretch. I say this all the time because I'm like a broken record. Right now, the fake ass bitch stretch. Don't forget, don't neglect your hips because you'll feel it later. I don't want the intro to be 30 million years long. I just want to provide some educational ass glute day. So now let's get up and go to the exercise, bitch. First exercise on the folks who are doing sumo squats. First, I'm gonna show you a calculate so you can like kind of see how it moves a little bit, and then I'm going to it fully. Both of your feet are gonna be fluffing each other. I'm gonna show you the side view, like a front view. They just want to be even. That's all I want to say. Don't have one foot straight and then the other one. I want you to remember that it's all the leg. You don't want to have any movement of your back. So when you bend down, you want to bend your knees and pick the weight. I don't want to see you trying to pull a weight like this. You'll feel it in your back. It'll pull your back out. Feet slightly up far. Chest up. Now we're going to bend down with our legs to pick up the weight. We're going to grab them. We're going to push up. Feel it. Right? Then we bend down. Keep going. Pushing up when you under pressure. With your feet, I kind of lean it when you don't press too hard. And when you drop it, obviously, bend your back to drop it. Drop it how I dropped it. Like, bending your knees and letting it go down. Now, I'm going to be ever so lovely, and I'm going to do it for you without yakking the whole time so you can really get the feel of the movement and see how it looks when we're working the set without a bitch every 2 seconds. I'm going to emphasize a few things, aka really putting emphasis on your legs and not your back. We're looking at our legs, not your back. That's all I want to say about it. That's the most important part about the issue. Toes pointed slightly out. We're going to bend down with our legs, keeping the chest up. Okay? I'm going to go for like 10 reps. We're going to bend down. Kind of put more emphasis on the heel. Put upward. With the legs, not the lower back. Ready? Really focus on your foot. Raise yourself. Bend down, drop it. Don't bend it back and drop it. It's recipe for disaster. Now, that's how you do a sumo squat. I'm going to show you how to do hip thrusts before someone takes the Smith machine. Let's go. Now we're on to hip thrusts. This is going to be probably the main event of today because, like, there's a lot going on. Setting it up, understanding the movement, all that shit. So I'm just going to break it down. You could do hip thrusts literally with everything, but I kind of like the Smith machine more than barbell personally because I feel it in my hands. Like, I'm going to be honest. I switched from the barbell to Smith machine like a year ago, and I never did that. I like to use, I don't even know what these are called. They're like the Lego thing in my head. I pretty much have it dumbed down to a formula because I do so much, like 2 times a week. So I like to take 7 of these on each side. That's like a perfect height for me. And I do it like so. So it's like 7 of those high. I don't know what the fuck they're called. They're like the plastic Lego thing. I take with a little topping thing, and I put it on top like that. This is like a perfect height for me. I've been doing this height for so long, so I like it. A lot of people you see using benches and stuff. I feel like it's too high for me. This is my sweet spot. You gotta find your sweet spot, and I'll tell you how to find your sweet spot in just a second. Finding your sweet spot is pretty simple. I like to make the bench as high as it would be my shoulder blade, so that's about like 7 of these high, which most of you guys are gonna have the same amount of height as me. What helps you determine how high you can want the bench is literally aligning yourself up in your shoulder blades. I like to lead with my elbows a little bit and kind of do like a table motion. So once your stomach is like patting the table and it's just like parallel to the ground, straight, that's how you know it's good. okay? Because you don't want to be on a slant, because then it's not going to be an even hip thrust and you're not going to get a full range of motion. You catch my grip. You want your feet slightly pointed out, like so. You don't want your feet straight. You don't want your feet pointed together. You want them pointed out, pizza style. I'm gonna get a little better angle for you. Sorry, this is like so unflattering, but I gotta be real with you guys. I gotta show you the angle. So this is how you're gonna want your feet for the whole hip thrust movement. Straight, not pointed, together, pointed out like a little V, pizza style, you know? Now that you kind of know the foot placement, I zoomed out. Now we got our little bench. We're just gonna put up our shoulder blades. I like to put my elbows up to help me lead up. And what kind of helps me determine how far to put my feet apart is by playing around with it. Like, obviously, I do this shit like clockwork, so I know what to do. But when you go up and you do a mock rep, you don't want your feet to be too far like this. You don't want them to be too close like this. You kind of want to find, like you're a table. You feel me? Like, you know how a table's legs, like, you're straight and it's all, like, even like this. So once you have a flat surface and your legs of the table are all legging like they're supposed to, that's how you know you got a perfect little movement for a hip thrust, alright? And when you do this movement, I also want you to keep in mind that you have to keep your chin tucked in. Okay, so you're gonna go up, you're gonna keep your chin tucked in, because if you keep your chin back, like this, you're gonna arch your back. And it's gonna be a lower back workout. It's not gonna be what you need it to be, alright? It's not gonna give what it needs to give, and you're gonna have a flag gap, bro. Obviously, we'll bleed, it's different, but this is the general movement. I like to use my elbows to get up, to lead a little bit by my shoulder blades. Push up, keep your chin puffed in, pretend we're holding the bar. You're gonna go down, and when you push up, I want you to also push through your heels and your glutes and let you feel the movement. Like so. Keep your chin tucked in, find new things. And that's literally it. Now I'm gonna break it down for you with the Smith machine, because, well, who would I be if I didn't do that? Now we're gonna take the Smith machine and we're gonna move it down to a chin height. I usually like to do it the second notch. At the Smith machine's different, but what helps me is knowing that if it's up like this, you thrust up, it's gonna be bad if you don't unlock the weight. You don't wanna obviously re-wrap the weight a little bit lower. Obviously, if you're taller, that's gonna be all your resistance. You gotta find your sweet spot. Like I said, anyway, I don't weight because then it's gonna be so annoying. This, my kind madam, is a hip thrust pad. So this is what's gonna stop the bar from hurting your hips. I like to use one with a Velcro because then it's so annoying and it falls off every 3 seconds, every rep you do. So I like to pop that big on, get into your little ready position. Now we're gonna get down under there. We're gonna do that same movement as so. And pretend there's weight on this because I'm not gonna put it. Put my elbows here to lead. I got my feet in the right spot like I showed you there. This time with my elbows, I'm gonna lead them up. Put my hip on the bar. Always before I add weight, I like to do a test run before I do the weight. Just make sure the bench is in the right spot and the bar is like perfectly aligned with my hip. So I do like a mock rep before I add weight. I like to make sure that my hip is aligned with the bar. Okay, push the Smith machine back like this, and I push up with my glutes, and I hold on to the bar, and I go down, chin tucked in and up, really pushing through my glutes, and feeling the movement of my glutes. We're not playing around today, okay? Just like this, alright? Starting at the top for a second, going down, down. Alright, you want to do at least 2 seconds at the top. Alright, we'll turn rack it, or you do, pull it forward and re-rack it. Now I'm gonna add some weight on it and show you it the right way without all the yapping. Now we're all set up. I got the perfect angle and I'm ready to show you guys. I'm already sweating, bro. I barely sweated my workout. You're gonna get in a starting position. You already know. You're gonna have feet slightly pointed outward. And then I'm gonna do a little mock rep to make sure that my hips are aligned with the pad and the bar. Just like so. And now we're good to go. With the elbows, pick that up. I'm gonna fold my hands up like this to help me release it from the feet. And we're gonna go down, keeping our chins in, and then pushing up through our heels and glutes. I'm gonna do 10 good ones. Hold down the top for a second and a half. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. Really feeling it in the glutes. 6. Active is important. 7, 8. Pulling the weight as well. 10, and then once you get up there, you're gonna run when you're ready, and you're done. That's literally it. Now, once you get this movement down, obviously, you can high the weight, play with the reps and sets and all that. But that's the basics of it. It's pretty simple. Once you do it consistently, you get the hang of it, and the variance becomes fat. That's how it happens. Now, I'm gonna do my set, dissociate, and then show you the next exercise. I made it first because I can never get this shit shut. I don't know. Someone let the no weight stick it out.
Last but I'll certainly tell you not the least, we're gonna do glute hyperextensions. These are so easy to fuck up, so really make sure you do them right or else you're gonna feel it in your lower back and you're not gonna be able to walk. So what I like to do is, because honestly, every one of these machines are different, so it really depends on the gym and where you go, but I do this like clockwork all the time, so I know how to get comfortable with it. I put it on the lowest setting, so you kind of know where to place yourself by. You want like the top of the padding to be slightly below your hips. So if it's like on your hips, you're not going to be able to bend and it's going to be in the way, rather than your hips being slightly above it and you'll be able to move yourself up and down. For your foot placement, remember how we did the sumo and the hip thrust, how our feet were slightly pointed outwards like a little triangle? That's what you're going to want to do for this too. So on the platform, you want your feet not to be straight, but to be slightly pointed out on both sides, okay? Not straight, slightly pointed out, so it puts emphasis on your glutes and your hamstrings, all right? And what I like to do is get a little snug in there. So I kind of bend my knees a little bit and really just like press up against the padding. So my knees are like slightly below this padding, and then my calves are up against this padding down here, as well as my feet pointing outward. Once I'm snug in there, knees are slightly bended. You don't want them to be straight, a little bent. That's why I'm saying emphasis on pressing above your knee, like your lower thigh above your knee into the padding below. This is a part where I don't want you to get confused. I want you to think of it as like, I'm trying to think of like an analogy, like give me a second. Okay, I don't know. I guess like a dead cockroach or some shit. So like you kind of want like your upper back to be like slightly rounded like this. So you don't want it to be straight, because then you're gonna place emphasis on your lower back and you're gonna go to the hospital. Exactly like so, slight bend in the upper back. What I like to do is hold my arms straight. So you primarily want to focus on your glutes and your hamstrings and just pressing your legs up against this padding rather than your back. So like I said, focus on your lower body. So as you're slightly bent, your upper back is rounded and your glutes are focused on the glutes. Remember, mind muscle connection, hands down, ugly bug analogy I just made. You're going to want to go down, stretch, and think of it as a thrusting movement, just like how we would do a hip thrust or an RDL, and just press down. And then as you go up, I want you to focus on the glutes and push up with the glutes as a little thrust. So that's going to place, obviously, emphasis on your glutes. Now I'm going to get the weight and show you guys so you can have a little visual representation. So it's, you don't want to be straight up. You want to get your knees down in there a little bit. So it's glute biased. Now when you're all set up down here, as you can see, there's a slight bend in my leg, which is what you want. We're going to keep our chin. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I sound like that. But we're going to keep our chin hooked in, go downwards. We're going to pick up the weight. And before I pick up the weight, I always do a mock rep to make sure that it's really focusing on my glutes and not my lower back, because you don't want to actually fuck up your lower back when you start adding weight and shit. So that's just a little life hack I do with literally like every movement in fitness, because I don't want to get hurt, obviously, because I love the gym so much. I don't want to be out of the gym. So I'm going to pick the weight up, push down on my glutes, and go up at the top. Ugly little bug style, rounded back. I'm going to go up at the top. 1. I'm going to do 10. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6.
7, 8, and let's say up top. 9, slow and controlled. 10, and then when you go down, go solely down with your legs, not your lower back, and just drop the weight.
And that's the whole movement. I always get winded when I do this shit because I guess I'm upside down and like all the blood flows to my head and like I have issues, so like I don't know, I forget to breathe sometimes, so that's like something I need to work on. But yeah, these are amazing. They'll give you like a badonk. Like I'm telling you, you do these 3 exercises, you're chilling. Now we're done with the workout. I'm gonna dissociate and finish my workout. As you can use your context clues, that's it for the video. Really hope this helped you because I tried to give you all the little details that you would need to do this. And if you have gym anxiety and you feel like you don't know what the fuck you're doing, just remember no one else knows what they're doing. Majority of the people in the gym, they just kept showing up every single day and eventually it all clicked. So if you feel nervous and you don't want to be judged, honestly, fuck what other people think because you're there for yourself and that's it. Everyone's there for themselves. They want to better themselves. So practice makes perfect. You're not going to get better if you don't practice. What do you think? Like, how do you think people become Olympians? They keep showing up for themselves. If you're not going to show up for yourself, what makes you think that it's going to all click overnight? You feel me? People that judge other people in the gym are miserable themselves. And that's that. Thank you guys for watching. I don't want to sound like a sappy ass bitch like I always say, but I really appreciate it. If you watch this whole entire thing, comment get, and you're a real one. Like, that's all I got to say. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Tay Gallo, been claiming the name forever. We all know. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. Literally fucking everything, bro. Don't forget to subscribe because I got a lot of shit coming. Like, I'm backed up AF on videos. I have 2 videos I have to edit before this. So you're not going to see this until obviously the other videos are up and edited. And I'll probably be backed up on other videos after this. So don't worry. They're all coming. So subscribe and you'll get the notification as soon as they're posted because I'm just getting started. Like I said, thank you all for the support. Like, seriously, don't forget to like this shit. If you thumbs down it, fuck you. Don't forget to comment. Even if you comment dumb shit, you all know I love that. I love the comments. I love to read them. Even if I don't respond, I read every single one of them. And if you're a hater, honestly, I don't give a fuck. You're a miserable bitch. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one because you already know the support means the world to me. Don't forget to get the fuck up and do something with your life, all right? You're still here, bro.